What's up, everybody? It's LaMuerteBlanca, and this time we're talking about one of the wildest games I have ever played. Deer Simulator, your average everyday deer game, which is actually the farthest thing from it. Now, if you know anything about our live stream on Twitch, you know that we're always down to play a stupid game. And this game is definitely not winning any awards. However, just on pure fun factor and memes alone, this is my 2021 Game of the Year. That's right, you heard it here first. We were rolling the entire time we played this game, and if you're one of those that can't spare just a couple hours to play, or actually don't want to risk losing any brain cells while you're playing it, don't worry, I got you. So the first thing you do is create your character. For a small indie game, they actually offer a decent amount of customization and sliders to create something unique. Or you can just max everything out and hope for the best like we did. Beautiful. I know. Then the game starts and your character immediately gets hit by a truck trying to save a deer. You get a choice to be reborn. If you say no, congrats. You just got ending number 1. The Dark Souls You Died screen pops up and you're kicked back to the main menu. If you choose yes, you come back, reborn as a deer. Right off the bat, this game is trolling your ass because you spent all that time making your character perfect and you're not even using them anymore. Now you're this deer and you're dropped in this world with literally no direction other than the basic controls. You can do everything deers typically do. Walk, jump, hit things with your hooves, sprint around like a human with a stick up his ass, and use your neck to eat yourself around Spider-Man style. You know, typical deer stuff. So you walk around looking for something to do and you find a gun on the floor. And what do deer do when they find guns? They take their antlers off and they put the guns there. At this point, you may have noticed that there's a disaster meter. This is basically fuck around and find out meter just like you'd find in Grand Theft Auto. As this meter builds, the city police send its finest to stop you, including sheep, polar bear cars, and rabbits with guns. Finally, a paratrooping corgi is so tired of your shit that it turns into a cuddly animal transformer hellbent on killing you. Once you defeat Doggo, you parade his corpse around the city and use him to open a time portal to the future, complete with 80s montage music. Because your deer is a giant douchebag, you start destroying this city with the futuristic weapons you found on the ground, and your disaster meter continues to climb. The cops you killed in the past world revive themselves stronger than before, but this time you're fighting creepy-ass electric sheep human things, polar bear transformers, and rabbits with guns that have been eaten by upgraded android hippos. Once all the cops have been put down and your deer apocalypse gets to a certain point, another portal opens, and you're transported to a mysteriously empty room that gives off heavy Nier Automata vibes. Empty except a single throne where you encounter your future self? As you beat down your future self, he starts using a shadow clone jutsu, and now you're fighting him and the curse of the deer. Once you defeat them, they run like little bitches back to your world and turn into giant shadow deer that's ready to mess you up. But wait. Oh, nah. Is that Doggo? The whole squad you jacked up earlier is coming in clutch to help your ass in the weirdest rock, paper, scissors minigame I have ever played. Finally, you have defeated your future self and you are presented with another set of choices. Shoot him or let him live. If you choose to slay your future self, you get a second ending where you do just that. You put a bullet in his head and carry him to his grave. But when you open the grave, you find a number of your other selves all dead. And after lying your victim to rest, you take his sensor bar and make it your own. You now become the future self, waiting for the next deer to slay you in a never-ending time loop of deer murder. If you choose to spare yourself, you end this loop and you and yourself are now homies. A cockpit elevates out of the curse of the deer, where you both hit your deer button and send a giant ball of energy to destroy the curse. With the curse of the deer gone, you are now just a giant deer. And you continue to grow until you're big enough to stand on the earth. Fun fact, flat earthers, they were right the entire time. Who knew? What can take on a giant deer, by the way? Maybe the final boss. Maybe a giant version of your original character. And a bunch of enemies you were fighting earlier, but now they all have your created character's head. What the fuck is going on? If you manage to survive this encounter, the boss attempts the final attack, but you're like, hold up, go gadget deer neck. And you grab the fucking sun and bitch slap the shit out of yourself with it. And that's it. You just knocked yourself out. Take a bow. You win. What's the first thing a giant deer does after saving the universe? I don't know. Walk into the dead guy's mouth? What? Then you wake up in a hospital. Nurse comes in and she's freaking the fuck out. You walk up to the mirror and holy shit, it's you. But now you have a long ass neck. Was that whole thing a dream? An acid trip? An adrenaline-induced coma because you got leveled by a truck in the first scene? I guess we'll never know. At least until Deer Simulator 2, if that ever happens. God, I hope that happens. And that's Deer Simulator. Yep. That's it. I really have nothing else to say except greatest game ever. Okay, I'm done. We're done. Cut this. If you found this video helpful or at all entertaining, please be sure to like, subscribe, or comment. Let me know what other explained videos you want to see. The Judgment games are currently in the works, as I received a ton of requests for those. But other than the Judgment series, what else would you guys like to see? As we continue the explained series, please bear with me as these videos take time. Some of these games I need to replay to get the whole experience, and the Blanca is a very busy boy with a full-time job, growing live stream, and a young family. If you'd like to hang out with us live on stream, join the family on Discord, or connect on any of the socials, all my links can be found in the description below. I'm LaMuerteBlanca, and I'll catch you guys next time.